Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm ready to talk about Insecure. What was this, episode 9? Lowkey, trying. This episode gave me so much. It flashed back to my own life so much. I was living for this episode. I said Lowkey trying Issa. I would have titled it Lowkey Fake Shit. You and Molly were not trying, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. The episode opens just, Issa, you playing with me. You playing with me because I know you about to come with some bullshit. But let me enjoy it while I have it. It opens up with some Issa and Lawrence, some dramatic looks in the eye, some kissing, some laughing, some good making love, fucking, whatever you want to call it. Like, I was here for all of it. The romance, the snatch you up by the towel, come here, I just got out the shower, boy, I don't care, take another. Like, all of that. The first, what was that, a good 60 seconds, 30 seconds? My heart. I love Issa and Lawrence. I love them together. I haven't had a television show where there's a couple that I wanted together more. Maybe not since Dwayne and Whitley on A Different World. It hasn't been one, but let's move on. I was so thankful that was not a dream sequence, because Issa loved to daydream. Because I was scared at the end of last week's episode. I was scared. I thought Issa was walking off into a happy single life, like, I'm good. Thank you. Just thank you. I'm so happy to see Issa and Lawrence together. But then it wouldn't be Issa if she not gonna do some shit to fuck it up. Nathan text talking about you still gonna help me move. I don't know why we went through all this drama this whole episode. From the moment I saw that it was Nathan, I was like, bitch, block, delete. No, I'm not helping you move. But it's a dilemma for Issa. It wouldn't be right if Issa didn't have to go through her emotions over helping Nathan move or not. It would have been an easy no for Angie. Easy no. Number one, I don't want to help myself move. I'm cool with paying a good $400, $500, $600 for somebody to come in here. They don't have to pack the stuff up, but at least come get it, put it on the truck, take it to the next spot. I'm good for that. I don't want to move my own shit, so I definitely don't want to move yours. But let's move on. Issa now wants to be honest because her phone is buzzing or whatever, and Lawrence is like, who that? You need to take that? And Issa was like, damn, I don't want to lie, so I just want you to know, Lawrence, you know, I was talking to this guy a while ago, Nathan. You remember him? I don't know if you remember him or not, but that's him, and I kind of promised him I would help him move, but you know, we just friends. Girl. Now, I know it's a TV show, but let me give some of the ladies and gentlemen, if you watching, a little piece of advice from me. I haven't had a scenario in my life where it's worked. If you have fucked a man in a relationship, fuck buddies, one night stand, whatever you want to call it, got drunk and let him hit real quick, whatever you want to call it, you cannot bring that relationship where sexual intercourse has occurred into your current relationship. I ain't ran across a man that's down with it. Like, the first thing, I don't care. The first thing me and my husband discussed about male friends was, you fucked him before? And I'd be like, yeah. He was like, well, you can't be friends with him. I haven't come across a scenario where it's worked. And I have some really good male friends that I haven't had sex with. And I've had a lot of good male friends that I have taken it there. No emotions, no relationship. But the friendship was cut short for that reason alone. So Issa, I don't care how honest you want to be with Lawrence. I don't care how open of a book you want to be. When Lauren sees you and Nathan hee ha ha in a circle, all he gonna be thinking about is you gonna be fucking him again or not? Like Daniel. I'm telling you. I'm just trying to tell you, but let's move on. So now Issa wants to get the heat off of herself, and she was like, well, what about you? What we doing here? You know, this a relationship. What's up? You got any loose ends over there? And Lawrence is like, you talking about Condola? No, I talked to Condola. It's a wrap. We good. I'm single. All right, now this is where I want to call out the writers, production, just a little bit. All of social media last week, everywhere I looked, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everyone was like, Condola is pregnant. What is this huge secret? What's going on with Condola? Why is she blowing up Lauren's phone? We looking at the text like, what is she talking about to Lawrence? Like, why is she messing with my girl, man? You know, all that. And it's gonna flatline. We just gonna send her back over there to BET on 20s with Lena Waithe. We ain't gonna wrap up Condola. She was pregnant. She is pregnant. Whatever the issue is, she still had a little bit of feelings that she had to get out. You know, Condola just a wrap. All right, I ain't mad at it. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be this easy for Issa, but okay, bye, Condola girl, bye. Okay, now we at Molly's therapist section and session. What did I say? Section. I'm caught up. Andrew is Molly's longest relationship, and she's in her 30s. And I'm assuming they're in their 30s, maybe 29 or 30. I ain't judging, but I'm judging. They only been together, what, a few months? And that's your longest relationship? You got some things to work out, Molly. I don't know what's up with that. Molly is tense. And see, the therapist is starting to ask Molly about what did she do wrong in the situation with Issa. And Molly is thinking like, nah, that bitch owe me an apology. I ain't do nothing wrong. I don't like people like that. I don't want to call Molly a bitch, but I don't like people like that because I don't like people who can't reflect and they can only see what other people do wrong. They can only see the apologies they feel that they are owed, and people just supposed to kiss their ass. No ma'am, Molly. No ma'am. The therapist brought on an Ayala moment that I appreciated. People need to hear that again. Do you just want to be right? Or do you want to be in relationships? Because see, those people who only want to be right, that they can't ever be wrong, they always owe an apology, those some lonely people. Lonely people, Molly. So do you want to be right, or do you want to work on your relationship with Issa? Because I feel like this whole quote is going to come back with you and Andrew somewhere along the line. You want a man, or you want to be right? And then she brought on the good Ayala statement, you ready to do the work? We see that Issa and Molly weren't ready to do any work, but we're going to get there. So, what did I write down? Okay. Issa's at home, working on her little laptop, doing some work. And Nathan sends her a text, what time are you coming to help me move? Whatever. Issa in her emotions. Issa's having a breakdown. She don't know what to do. And I'm ready to snatch Issa through the television and be like, girl, it's not that hard. I told you in the first scene of the episode, Nathan can move by himself. And I got something to say when we get there anyway. She got to call Kelly. Kelly don't answer. She got to call her brother. You know her brother on some bullshit. It was so funny. What's his name? Ahmad. She told him that her and Lawrence were back together, and he was like, does Lawrence know? I love him. I heard he's getting a spinoff. I'm here for it. I love him. His character is hilarious. Her brother was no help. He was no help. So now she thinking, and she have a little dream sequence of, well, maybe I should call Molly. And for that one little bit of a moment, I saw where Molly was coming from. Like, yeah, Issa, you are a user. You don't want to make up with Molly because you value that friendship and you want to repair the friendship, you just want to make up with Molly because you want somebody to sit here and listen to your woe is me, I'm back with Lawrence, what should I do, when it is not that hard. I wish someone would tell her. I wish somebody would tell her. But moving on. So she have the whole little dream sequence where Molly cusses her out, tells her about herself, which was warranted. But she still calls Molly and invites Molly to brunch. Great. Now we at the brunch, and I said, this is nothing but a whole bunch of fake shit. I don't even want to go through it. I said, Issa, where were your big girl panties? You just had them on last week when you was eating dinner with Lawrence. You should have put them back on this week with Molly. Because all that, how was your vacation, girl? I saw the pictures. You was cute. No. If you and Molly can't get together and get to the root of what's going on with your friendship, all this surface level, haha, reminiscing, is just going to send you right back around to the same old bullshit. And they talking about everything but what they should be talking about. But Issa, in her mind, is like, me and Molly are back. Like, me and Molly cool. Like, it was a good time. And Molly was, you see, Molly comes over to Andrew next. And she tells Andrew the meetup was superficial. Like, pretty much she was saying it was some fake shit. Like, we didn't talk about anything. Issa didn't bring it up. And Andrew was kind of like, you didn't bring it up. I agree with Molly. I agree with Molly in this scenario. Issa invited her out. So Molly was there just to be open, like she said, to whatever Issa wanted to talk about. Now, Molly, you didn't have to be fake with her. You could have said, look, I ain't with the fake shit and got up and left. Or, I mean, you could have brought it up. But I was with Molly like, Issa didn't bring it up, so I didn't bring it up. But somebody has to be the bigger person. Like, someone has to get to the root of the issue. Somebody has to. And I don't know, if you felt like it was fake, you should have exited. You should have exited the building. So now Andrew is telling her, well, my brother's in town. He got us some Clipper tickets. You know, you like Kawhi Leonard. What's up? Let's go. Molly was like, no, have fun with your brother. A part of me, I'm not mad at Molly about this one either. Just because I'm like that. I don't like to be around drama. And I feel like it was a peace offering. Molly could have went. It was a public place. I'm sure he wasn't going to act the ass, but he acted the ass in the pool. I don't know. I just wasn't too mad at Molly in this scenario. I'm going to get mad at Molly later. But I'm like, no, you go enjoy your brother. But I feel like the tension between not wanting to fool with his brother and Andrew being so family oriented, I can't say it. You know what I mean? That's going to be an issue between Molly and Andrew. Okay. So the next scene, Issa's with her assistant, but I thought that was Condola's intern. But anyway, she talks to Lawrence, and this whole scene pretty much just sets up what I feel like is going to happen next episode, or maybe the beginning of season 5, where Lawrence is going to get this promotion in San Francisco, and he's going to have to leave Issa, and Issa either is going to have to, Issa is so busy trying to create this new block party that she's going to tell Lawrence to go, and they're going to try to do something long distance, and it ain't going to work. And I'm going to tell you right now, Issa, if you're listening, I know it's fiction, y'all, but I'm going to say it again. It's blocks in San Francisco. It's black people in San Francisco. You can do the exact same thing there. But anyway, moving on. Moving on. I don't care about none of that. So now we're at the scene that irritated me. She's walking up to Nathan's building. She's getting ready to help him move. Looking too good. Like that burnt orange is my color. And a jumpsuit is my thing. With the little tennis shoes. I need the email to the stylist. Because them pants Molly had on with the therapist. was everything. I need a little, just put some links somewhere of where y'all get these clothes. I love them. Kicking the camera. I love them. Like, that burnt orange was cute. But she walking up practicing how she's going to greet Nathan, like a hug. What's up, bro? My dude. All that stuff. She landed on, what's up, my nigga? And I was just like, alright, you see, you wanted to go with that one. I just don't like it. Number one, he opens the door. All his shit is already in the apartment. So I'm like, what are you helping to move? This is a grown-ass man. He can unpack his own boxes. He need no help unpacking these boxes. He clearly just wanted you over at his spot. You in a relationship now, boo. You just got your man back. I ain't with it. I'm not with it, Issa. And if you mess this up, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. Number two is super awkward because you can clearly tell Nathan is flirting with Issa. And Issa, you with Lawrence, so why are you there? Issa has to now tell Nathan, you remember Lawrence? We back together and we working it out. And Nathan is like, he calls Lawrence sometime. He's like, you really want to be back with that nigga you cheated with? Like, he's sometimey, you know. I hope he keep his shit together this time. Nathan is clearly being a hater. He's a little bit butthurt, but I understand. I understand. Like, I feel like that invitation you sent to Nathan, it wasn't really an invitation, but that favor you needed of Nathan to get, what was his name, Vince Staples, kind of made Nathan think the door was back open to you and him, and he kind of starting to see, yeah, Issa uses people. But Issa now is a little bit butthurt because now you talking about her boo, and she was like, well, at least he don't ghost people, like at least he ain't gonna disappear. And that kind of hurt you, that did hurt Nathan's feelings, and he had to not really shut her down, but shut her down and let her know, look, I'm bipolar. I didn't know how to tell people, so I was just trying to deal with it myself. And we got to find out what kind of mental, I don't want to say mental issue, but I guess it is a mental issue. But we got to see what Andrew was talking about. My nose itching, I'm sorry, a couple of episodes earlier. And it just made it awkward. And Issa was kind of, felt like, let me pull my foot out of my mouth. And moving on. Okay, so now we see Molly and Andrew again. This scene showed me the cracks in Molly and Andrew's relationship. They are bigger cracks than I think Molly thinks. And I think she needs to put in some more work, or she needs to dig deep and really see if this is something you want to fool with. The number one thing that pissed me off, that would have pissed me off, she came in the door, I want to say it was some kind of Chinese food, and Andrew was like, I thought we said we're gonna do Indian food, and she's like, yeah, but it really wasn't the right cook the last time, but it's better this time, eat this. And I'm like, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. And I could understand that's kind of what it set Andrew back a little bit, because he was like, sometimes it's just like if I tell my husband, you know, we go on J. Alexander's and I want a prime rib from J. Alexander's, and my mouth is set. I get off work, I'm thinking we about to go get some J. Alexander's, and then the next you know, it's like, skirt, we up in like Longhorn, or what is Old Charlie's. I mean, they have prime rib too, but it's not the same because it's that cheap ass prime rib. And my mouth is just like, but we said we was going to J. Alexander's and I don't want this. I understand. I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed if I was Andrew. That was the first crack. Molly has to have her way. Molly expects to have her way and people to just roll with what she wants. Not good at compromising, Molly. Number two, Andrew is still upset. Like, it was kind of awkward because I guess his brother brought his wife and you didn't come, and he really wanted, you know, to make amends or whatever, and Molly wasn't here for it. And then Molly says something that I understand that Andrew does. He does this. She says, you always forcing things on me. And saying, you want me to make up with your brother. I don't want to. And so clearly you need to just tell Andrew, look, your brother said some fuck shit. He did some fuck shit in that pool, and I'm just not ready to forgive it. Eventually I will get over it, but not right now. And before we go out and hang out, maybe you can invite him over to the house and we can have a conversation, and then we could be on the fake shit. But give people time to come around to what you want, Andrew. You just can't force situations on her. But the tension breaks because now Issa and Nathan are in the house, and they was like, oh shit, y'all home early. He was like, I didn't know y'all was gonna be here. And they was like, yeah, we got home a little bit early. They're like, we just want to get some boxes. But here Andrew goes again. Instead of just letting Nathan and Issa get their boxes and go, he's looking at Molly like, you know. And she's like, you guys, I got like some food, some extra food, and you know, come on, stay for dinner. She didn't want to really invite them for dinner. And I wish at some point someone has to be grown enough to say how they feel instead of rolling with the punches. Like, y'all get y'all boxes and go. Like, I ain't got enough food for you. Like, you ain't got to be nasty with it, but you don't have to keep opening yourself up for fake shit, which is only going to make the scenario worse when you trying to get to the real shit. But moving on. So Andrew kind of nudged that, and now, you know, they're having a good time eating or whatever. It's time to wrap it up. Wrap it up. They start talking about a little game, and Issa is like, we used to play this at the old apartment, and you want to try it out? Let's play. And Molly is kind of like, more fake shit out of the night. We could wrap this up. And Andrew's looking at Molly again like, come on, we're having a good time. Keep it rolling. I wish Molly would say, your boxes are at the door. Like, I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it, but I can't really think of it right now. But I'm sure it's a nice way you can end the night and tell. Let's go ahead and just get to what it was. So they having a game night. Andrew says, let me go get some more drinks because they're playing a drinking game. Molly sends, supposedly, Andrew a text that says, see, I'm trying with her, but she accidentally sends it to Issa. I said, was it an accident? Really? Was that Molly's passive-aggressive way of saying, bitch, it's time for you to leave? Because you have to think her and Issa have not been in communication for a long while. And so her text thread with Issa should not be at the top of her text threads. Your man should be, because you text your man every day. 2, Andrew starts with an A, Issa starts with an I. Totally separate. Totally separate in your name feed going down your text for you to pick somebody's name. That's just me playing a little devil's advocate. Do you think it was really a mistake? I don't know. I say no. But anyway, Issa sends Molly the text back like, wrong person, bitch. She didn't say it like that. But the way she got up out that house, that's how she meant to say it. She was kind of like, you ain't mean to send this to me. And she excused herself. Which, Issa, you and Nathan should have did a long time ago. Period. But, I have mixed emotions. I have so many emotions about this scenario because it's so personal to me. Like, I've been through this exact situation. And it's hurtful. I feel like at that brunch, if they would have worked out, even before the brunch, at Thanksgiving, if Issa wouldn't have dodged this conversation at Thanksgiving, they wouldn't be in the situation they're in now. They don't, when you have a best friend, this is hard. When you have a best friend, you should be able, you know, somebody you see like your sister, you should be able to go to them, tell them 100 how you feel, and be, even if it's negative, and be able to work that shit out. Grown panties, big girl panties, grown, mature conversation. You should be able to have that with your best friend. And your best friend, see what Issa and Molly do, that I don't think I've ever had a friend where we do this to each other. They read each other. They read each other down. They say really nasty, hurtful, sly comments to each other. I don't do that with my friends. Like, if we shade, it's light shade. Like, I know, because see, when you with your best friend, you know they dirt, and you know where to hit them in the guts, below the belt. And I don't do that with my friends. I don't, like, when you hit that level and you open your mouth to use the firepower you have on your best friend, that's when you know it's over. That's when you know it's over. And that's what Issa and Molly are doing to each other. And I feel like Molly was trying to tell Issa, like, look, I really wasn't ready, you know, to get back in this kind of friendship. We haven't even worked out our problems. And Issa is like, well, let's talk about the block party right now. And Molly is like, it's beyond the block party. And I feel like they don't even know where this originates now. Because it's been... you should have took care of it Thanksgiving. Like, it's been so long. They've been shading and hurting each other for so long. They probably don't know where it originates. Now, Molly says something. Molly says, who you are now and who I am now, we just don't fit together anymore. And that's Molly's issue. Molly always saying fucked up shit instead of working it out. And see, what caught Molly off guard is Issa hit her with a, okay, alright, bitch, and got on her Uber and left. And that hurt Molly, because Molly was expecting, when she said that shit, she was expecting Issa to be like, no girl, it's not that, you know, we just gotta work it out, you know, we're best friends, and I know we could talk this out. Like, Molly was ready for Issa to kiss her ass, but no, Issa hit her with hi bitch, you right, I think you right. And she got in her cab and she left. Cracked face. Cracked face. I feel like now the ball is in Molly's court. I feel like they have changed. And people do change. And sometimes when you change, the dynamics of your friendship no longer fit. I'm not going to say Molly and Issa are wrong for breaking up their friendship. I'm saying the shit happens. The shit happens. I've had a best friend where our lifestyles changed, the dynamics of our friendship changed, and as much as I miss that person, we just don't fit together anymore, and we haven't been able... Don't go off on a tangent, Angie, but for years we haven't been able to fix it. And I just think now it's been so long, it's not... I don't think... Moving on. I said all that to say is best friends can break up and no longer speak and move on in life and be okay. I don't want to see it. I feel like Issa is in the fuck it mode, and if it does have to come back around to come back together, it's in Molly's court now, because Molly said the fucked up shit. Molly's gonna have to reach out to Issa and put on her big girl panties and talk this shit out. I'm not saying that Issa is right and Molly is wrong, and Molly is right and Issa is wrong, but somebody is going to have to say, look, this is the issue. Can we work this out or not? You want to be right or you want to be in a relationship? I didn't get to see the previews. I'm watching it on that new HBO Max app because I'm watching this new show, Legendary Love. But I don't know what's going to happen next week, but I feel like next week we're going to start to see the beginning of a Molly and Andrew breakup. And I feel like single Molly is going to need Issa, and single Molly is going to reach out to Issa. And that's how they're going to come back together. Or we're going to see Molly go to that next step with Andrew. And I feel like the more Molly is in love and in a relationship, the less she needs Issa. So until Molly shit cracks apart, I don't think Molly's gonna give a fuck about Issa. But we shall see. Next week is going to be the finale. We already know, congratulations, they have a season 5. I can't wait to see where this goes. And where is Kelly and where is Tiffany? Like, where are... This has been a Molly, Andrew, Issa, Lawrence season. Like, where's my girl Kelly? Tell me, she better get a spinoff too. All right, y'all. I've talked a lot, but I have so much more I can say, but I'm going to cut it short. And y'all get in the comments and we can discuss more in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all next week. Bye.